Good morning students, I am Shomadit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic brain and spinal cord. So watch the entire lecture to gain basics out of it. This is from the chapter control and coordination. So without any delay, let's start with the topic brain and spinal cord. So let's start. So in this lecture, you can see the topic given brain and spinal cord. Two diagrams are given here. Left hand side is the brain and right hand side is the spinal cord. We'll see this in detail. Now see. Brain. What is the brain, isn't it? The brain is the main conducting center in the human body. It is protected by what? Cranium. Clear? It is protected by cranium. It is covered by three membrane called meninges. So top portion is the cranium. It is also called brain box. Below to it, three layers of meninges are there, which or inside this meninges layer there is a fluid called cerebrospinal fluid, or it is also called CSF. It protects the brain from mechanical shocks, clear, from electric shocks and all. So it protects the brain from electrical shocks. The brain has three parts. One is forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So the forebrain consists of cerebrum and olfactory lobes. Let me show you the diagram of a brain. See here, the brain diagram is given. We can divide brain on the basis of lobes also. Frontal part is the forebrain. Clear? This is forebrain. This is parietal. Then occipital are there, temporal are there. These are on the basis of lobes. Frontal lobes are there, parietal lobes are there, temporal lobes are there, occipital lobes are there, and one more is there, that is a parts of brain. We'll come to it one by one. Now see, the function of brain is what? Or the first I'll come with the functions of forebrain. The functions of forebrain is it is the thinking part of brain, and it controls all voluntary actions. It controls touch, smell, hearing, taste, sight, mental activities like thinking, learning, memory and emotions. So the forebrain functions are these. Next, moving to midbrain. What is the function of midbrain? It controls all involuntary actions. Clear? Involuntary actions means those that are not controlled according to our will. And voluntary actions means those that can be controlled according to our will. So midbrain controls involuntary actions and reflex movements of head, neck and eye. Now hindbrain consists of cerebellum, pons and medulla. Now the functions of cerebellum is it controls body movement, balance and posture. So it gives body balance, clear? And pons function is what? It controls respiration. And medulla's function is what? It controls heartbeat, blood pressure, swallowing, coughing, sneezing and vomiting. So this is the diagram of a brain. You have to draw the structure of brain in your copy and label it. Now moving to a spinal cord. So in spinal cord, you see, let me tell you one thing, that is, in brain there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves are there, clear? And in spinal cord there are 31 pairs of spinal nerves are there. So the spinal cord starts from the brain and extends through the vertebral column. That means inside the vertebral column is present, what? Spinal cord. It carries messages to and from the brain. It also controls reflex action. So you can see the spinal nerves, see cervical nerves, thoracic nerves, lumbar nerves and sacral nerves. Last one is coccygeal nerves. So there are homework questions to end. First you have to draw and label the structure of brain, mention at least 4 functions of brain. So in your classwork copy you have to draw the structure of brain, write the functions of brain. Thank you student. This was all about the entire video lecture. Here I have discussed about the topic brain and spinal cord. So this was from the chapter control and coordination. Hope you have understood the entire video lecture. So stay at home, stay safe I am Shomuji sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you, students.